Hello everybody. Today we are going to discuss different terms of Materia medica and different state. These include the following. So people usually get confused, and it also plays a very important role in understanding the degrees of intensity of the symptom the patient is telling us. Now first let us go to the lassitude. Okay, lassitude is something, state of physical or mental weakness. It's just lack of energy. Now you're having lack of energy, you look mentally and physically you're weak. It's like that. There is nothing more to nothing less to lassitude. It's just a state of lack of energy. Okay, now you have weakness. Weakness is just weak, right? People usually say, I feel weak, don't want to go up, I feel weak. But then if you're having mental, physical weakness and complete lack of energy, it is lassitude. But you just weak in part, like weak in the chest, weak hands, weak in the head. No, that's just weakness, right? Now coming to exhaustion is extreme weakness, mental and physical tiredness. Now exhaustion is extreme. And fatigue is like constant exhaustion that happens, that is actually impacting your everyday life or daily life, that is impacting, that is fatigue. They say muscles are fatigued, man, I just can't work today. And that is the fatigueness, right? Exhaustion. Every day you're just getting tired, your muscles are fatigued, sometimes your brain gets fatigued. So that is fatigue what we're talking here. And the next comes weariness, is extreme fatigue. See, extreme fatigue is weariness, you just can't get up, your muscles are gone. Weariness of hands, they say you're unable to hold something, you just can't move them, kind of. And debility is something due to physical illness or weakness due to some illness like typhoid, malaria, dengue. That is debility, right? The illness with weakness, right? Mostly physical. Debility can't happen mental state, mostly physical state. Okay, and languid is having or no inclination for physical exertion or effort. Now that is languid, you don't want to do it, can't go, unable to go, that is languid. And coming to prostration is just state of lying, stretched out, it's just a position, just prostrated, state of lying with extreme physical, mental exhaustion and weakness. Right? I hope it is clear. Now let us go to the examples. Okay, let us go to some examples of these things so that we can understand the difference, how it is given in Materia medicas. Different state, right? So different ones not in only one Materia medica, also in different drugs it is given in a different way, right? So now coming to weakness is just stannum met. Now what stannum met has? Weakness in the chest, but that is great weakness in the chest. Also in argentum met and argentum nitricum, you have great weakness of the lower limbs. They're trembling, cannot walk, eyes closed. Now that is what we're calling weakness. Baryta carb, you have weakness in children, both physical and mental weakness. That is Baryta carb. Now you have carbo veg. Now general weakness, cold sweats, those are all present in carbo veg. Also the slowness of the thought. In causticum too, you have these weakness and trembling, nerve affection. Now the weakness remedies, all metals. You find all of the metals and some, carbo veg is not a metal, but then see, all the metal groups have this weakness. Now coming to exhaustion, as we have discussed, exhaustion is something, extreme, right? You have R-salp. R-salp has extreme exhaustion with even little diarrhea. Iodum, there's a lot of exhaustion in iodum. Okay, sinking strength, they say. Scrofulous diathesis is present in iodum. You have great exhaustion, not even exhaustion, it's great exhaustion. Now coming to silesia, silesia also has, sulfuric acid has exhaustion. Some deep-seated dyscrasia is present, no other symptoms, then you have sulfuric acid. And silesia is just debility and exhaustion, both of them. And coming to alumina, you have fatigue. In order to speak, you have fatigue. In order to move, go somewhere, you have fatigue. So that is alumina. Again, a psoric remedy, but alumina also has syphilitic ailments. I think you know that the suicidal tendencies, when you look at a knife and all, everything is present in alumina. Okay. And then coming to Bovista, see, weariness is present in Bovista too. Weariness of hands and feet is present. Now coming to picric acid is a very good remedy for nervous prostration, for neurasthenias. Now you have weariness, extreme fatigue, progressing from slight feeling of fatigue to on motion to complete paralysis is present in picric acid. Also again in sulfuric acid you have exhaustion and weariness. So I think you can differentiate the remedies now, which remedies are actually having these symptoms. When you read them, whenever you find exhaustion, you have to think of such as remedies like iodine, arsalb, not like bovista, not plant remedies as such, more like minerals, animal drugs. Now debility is present in taraxacum, in phosphoric acid, physical ailments what we're talking, right? Phosphoric acid, nat carb, after chronic effects of sunstroke, great debility, heat of summer is present in nat carb. Muriatic acid is present, debility because of typhoid, even phosphoric acid with typhoid, and some kidney ailments, renal complaints in taraxacum. Okay, these are the symptoms which are due to physical ailments, right? Now coming to lassitude, what we've discussed about lassitude is something called state of physical and mental weakness. It's just normal weakness. Plumbum, you have that. Cocculus, you have it. Again, see, I think all these remedies are covered mostly by minerals, right? The sensitivity part is more on the plant drugs, but you have the weakness, the debility, all these present in the mineral drugs. In cocculus you have great lassitude of whole body. Okay, and then the last one, prostration, right? Prostration, you have so many drugs in a prostration. Again, arsalb comes in prostration. Okay, prostration is present in acetic acid. Also you have prostration after injuries in sulfuric acid, acetic acid, and you have profound prostration, a lot of prostration in carbolic acid. Great prostration is present in arsalb. Now there is a difference in everything, you should remember in that way. Profound is different from great, and just prostration is different from the other two, right? You have medorinum, crotalus horridus, phosphorus. Complete prostration of entire muscular system is present in tabacum. Okay, there are so many drugs. The only point of making this video is to make you understand the superlatives also, and to understand different terms. If you know different terminologies, it will be helpful.